up, you guys? For those of you who don't know me, I am Duchess. This is my channel, Duchess Divinity, and I do pick a cards here amongst other things. I decided I wanted to start doing something new. I wanted to do something called a quickie where I give you guys like a quick little reading because you guys, you keep asking for more content and I'm doing my best. I'm just a very busy person. So if I can do a quick little read for you guys, then I can get something out there for you while still, staying on my schedule. Yeah, so today we're going to find, and if you guys like this one, I can do a full reading, like a full longer reading of it. But today we're going to find out what would they do if they got you in a room alone. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. Queen Sandra does this one. She used to do it a lot back in the day, but I'm pumped. I think it's going to be fun. So I will go ahead and show you the stones. So group one is this stone. I'm honestly not sure what it is. I always forget the name. But I love it. It's really pretty. It's very smooth. It's like very textured and I really, really like it. So that's group one. Group two is Iceland Spar. Really beautiful, really clear, very high vibrational, extremely healing, kind of a soft stone. The more you use it, the more it wears down. And the more it pulls in energy, the more it kind of erodes away. And then group three is this labradorite, my dragon scale, my dragon tail dragon scale, my dragon tails dragon scale. I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in the land of heart. All right, I'll hold them up all together. And I will pause on my hands up like this so you can see them all together. Here are some different angles, down, up, la la la. Sorry, it's so hard for me to be serious sometimes, but everybody wants a better view of all three of them together. So choose to your heart's desire, and I will see you for group one. Hi, group one. All right, let's find out what the fuck would they do if they got you in a room alone. Spirit, this deck wants to talk, actually. Oh, okay. Spirit, can you please tell me what would group one's person do if they got them in a room alone? Alright, so group one, so your person would try to get your defenses down. So I feel like you're somebody who's a little bit guarded. I feel like you don't just let people in for no reason. Especially here with the Ten of Swords, I feel like in the past this person could have hurt you, and if this person did not hurt you, somebody else in the past did hurt you. So you like to really take your time. You like to really take your time with things, and you like to really feel out situations. And also here with the Page of Pentacles, you don't like to give too much of yourself off the bat. So if this person got you in a room alone, they would immediately start to try to take down your walls. I think if you were to express to this person the pains that you've been through in the past, it might make them kind of uncomfortable because maybe they can't relate, because maybe they haven't had those sort of hardships or pains in their life that you have had, but they would be very happy to listen. I just heard they're a great listener, so they would be really happy to listen to you. But they would immediately try to get your defenses down. I feel like your walls would be up and you'd be defensive and you would be trying to, not give too much of yourself, and also really take your time and really keep yourself separated from this person and not really trying not to like fall into their charms and fall into their ways. But ultimately they'd be trying to get you naked. Right here with the Lovers, this person would definitely, so I feel like it's like the more they know about you and about why you are the way you are, the more they want to know and the more they want to connect with you and the more they actually like you. So like if you had certain traumas and you kind of like, they were working on getting your walls down and you finally opened up to them about that certain trauma, and maybe you feel embarrassed or maybe you feel like they wouldn't like you after you told them about that, it actually makes them like you more because they don't generally see you as being vulnerable. So when they can see you in this vulnerable state, it makes them want to do dirty things to you, kind of. Like, even though they're still listening and they're still being kind and they're still kind of like respecting your boundaries, it does make them want you more, because it's almost like they want to heal you sexually, if that makes sense, especially if your trauma is a sexual trauma. But they would definitely be trying to get you naked, trying to get your guard down, trying to fuck you. And there's like a tapestry across from me, and I just keep noticing the hands. It's like a Buddha with hands like this, but at the same time it's like, made you look. So it's like they would definitely be making like sexual jokes, and they'd be like, yo, like, let me see your pussy. And you'd be like, no. And they'd be like, oh, I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding. Can I really see it? You know what I mean? Like, let me see your dick. Whatever. You know what I mean? So, yes. And then they would also try to pour you a drink. Here with Temperance, they try to pour you a drink so you could get swifty. I literally just saw Rick and Morty. Get swifty. So he's trying to get you swifty. He or she, whoever they are. Whatever. They're trying to get you swifted, trying to get you fucking drunk, okay? Maybe you guys would watch Rick and Morty together, maybe that's something that you two do, but like, oh, and the fact that I keep being like, get swifted, they might try and make you dance. Like, they might put on some music and just start, yo, I just heard, everybody dance now, Yeah, so they try to get your walls down by getting you to like dance and loosen up, getting you a drink. They're like, come on, baby, like we can talk about the trauma, whatever. I still like you. I actually like you more now that we talked about the trauma, but that's not why we're here. We're here to dance. You know what I mean? Like, and they would just like, it would be fun. This person would be cracking jokes. This person would be loosening you up. This person would be pouring you drink after drink after drink, trying to get in your pants, trying to get you naked. But they're also like, I feel like this is a good friend. Like, this is someone who is a good friend to you. They care about you. They're kind to you. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they're wanting to fuck you. Like, I don't necessarily think this is someone, like, this could be a friends with benefits. But it's somebody who makes you laugh, somebody who really does care about you, somebody who really does want the best for you and can be supportive to you. But the main thing that they like to do with you is have fun. I just heard and argue. So they like to argue with you, but they also like to laugh with you, and they like to just have fun with you. This could be like your drinking partner. Like, back before everything closed down, you might have used to go out together, go dancing together, come home, have a little sex, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is that you guys do, they're just liking to have a good time with you. What else, Spirit? What else would they do? I want to know, what would they tell them about, what would group 1's person say they like about them? How you dance! Yo, don't she look like she's dancing? This is my dancing card. Yemoja. Hope. Okay, so they just like you. They like your hair. They like the way you move. They like your body. They do like to see you dance. They like how you're very positive, even though you've been through some things that have hurt you. But also they like how, like, if you wear a little less clothing, like if you show a little more skin, or like however you dress, they enjoy it. But see, she's dressed kind of skimpy, and it's like they like when you show a little more skin. They like when they can see the outline of your body. Like, they like the way you dress. They like the way you move. I just heard that Santana song. It's like, I like the way you move. Doot, doot, doot. So it's like they just like the way you move. They like the way they just like you. They just like you. And I just heard you're different from my usual type. You're very different, but that's one of the reasons why I like you. Why else do they like them? They like them because they like them. They like you because you are kind of guarded, and also because you're working on your healing. Also, I think you have a really nice face, a very beautiful face, and also they feel like very blessed when you share certain aspects of yourself or your life with them that you don't really share with other people. Like with this healing, your energy, to be around you, to be in your energy, is very healing for them. And they also appreciate the dedication that you've made, like, towards your healing. And then here with Aphrodite self-love, they would just tell you they find your physical vessel to be very, very, very beautiful. But also, they find it very attractive how much self-love you have, how you have high standards, how you are a little bit more guarded, how you don't just share yourself with anybody. Again, with the body, you got a rockin' fucking body. They really like your shape. They like your hair, they like your face, they really like you. They like you. This is a friend, okay? And if it's not a friend, then it's a lover that's like a friend, you know what I mean? But they would tell you that they appreciate the work that you've done on yourself, that you've come really far, because maybe like when you met them you were doing worse, or like you've been through a lot since the last time you've seen them, whatever it is. They would tell you that they, like, you've come really far, and that it's very inspirational, all the work that you've put in on yourself, and also that you've grown since the last time the two of you connected. Okay, and let's get some sexual fantasies. So what sexy things would they be doing to you in this room? Let's see. Yo, I'm so warm when I'm channeling. I'm fucking sweating. Okay, can I gag you? You into that? So this person is very freaky, very dominant. They're trying to gag you. With my dick, I just heard. With my dick. What else? What else would they be doing in this room? But that's why they would have to make you feel comfortable first, because they are a dom and they want you to feel safe, which is what a good dom would do, right? Can't stop thinking about those boobies. If you have boobies, they really can't stop thinking about them. They're really thinking about your titties a lot. They really want to, I just heard I want to suck on your boobies. I want to take care of your boobies. Scream how much you love the way I fuck you. Scream how much you love the way I fuck you. So they want to hear you, but they also want to hear that they're doing good, and they want you to be loud too. Especially if they had you in a room all alone, you all to themselves, they're definitely finna have you be loud. Okay, what else? Couple more. I need to be inside you, it heals me. Remember I said that your presence is just very healing for them. Just being around you is very healing, but also having sex with you is very healing. And this connection between the two of you, it's like they would want to heal you sexually, and they would want you to heal them sexually, and that is like kind of what they'd be trying to do. And then we have you up. So you up, send nudes. So this person would definitely be trying to get nudes from you. They'd be trying to see you naked if you would let them. And they would be like, this is the kind of person that'd be like, come on, like, don't you want to send me a picture of your titties? And you're like, no. And they're like, don't you though? Don't you really want to? You know? And this is also the kind of person that texts you at like 3 in the morning, like, you up? You trying to be alone in a room together? You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe one more. Do you like butt stuff? Ending on a crazy note. Okay. Do you like butt stuff? They're trying to put it in your butt, and they're trying to do butt stuff to you. Maybe they'll lick your butt, stick their fingers in your butt. I don't know. But they're trying to do some butt stuff, shake your butt around. I don't know. I really don't know, but I guess whatever. Okay, and what is the advice, please, for pile 1 or for group 1? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So Spirit's just saying, like, this is a good thing for you. This is a good connection, right? This is a friendly connection. This is a connection that is worth having. It's worth connecting with. And yeah, I guess your advice would be, yeah, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, right? Like, when you can be friends, like best friends with your lover, that really is the romance of a lifetime. So Spirit's just saying, like, acknowledging this is a really good connection, and you don't really have too much to worry about with it. This person is supportive and kind, and yeah. I hope that resonated for you, group 1. I hope you enjoyed that. If you like, go ahead and give it a like. If you have something to say, go ahead and leave a comment. If you feel like it, you can subscribe and you want to see more from me. But I hope you enjoyed that. I love you so much, and I will see you again sometime soon. Alright, bye. Hi, group 2. Let's get right into it. Group 2. Alright, Spirit, can you please tell me if group 2's person got them alone in a room, what the fuck would happen? Just tell me, what would happen? Whoa, deep conversation, I just heard. Deep conversation. Whoa, and an offer that you've been waiting for. This person would get very real with you. Okay, so this person first would explain to you, I think at first they would explain to you why they've been acting the way they've been acting. So here with the King of Swords and the Hierophant, if they left for a period of time, they would tell you that the reason that they left is because, and that they went cold on you, is because they do fear commitment. And the reason that they fear commitment is because something bad happened to them in the past. They could have dated somebody who cheated on them or was really abusive or had addiction issues, here with the Seven of Swords. But either way, whatever relationships that they were connected to in the past really set the precedent for their future. And it's created this inability within them to emote and really connect and commit to a relationship because they have this overlying stagnant fear of what happened to them in the past. They are afraid it will happen to them again. So they would explain to you kind of what they went through in the past, and then they would explain why this situation that they went through in the past, why it has affected their ability to commit to you, and also their ability to not just to you but to anybody, but to want to even be in a commitment, because the Hierophant is all about commitment, but it's also all about creating your own rules. So it's like they have certain rules and guidelines and kind of do's or don'ts to their life, and they've been alone for so long here with the King of Swords energy that nobody has really challenged those aspects of self, and then here you come along challenging those aspects of self, and it was very triggering, and it made them feel scared, and it made them feel triggered, and it reminded them of the past, and they just weren't having it. They were fucking terrified, so they went cold. They went completely cold on you. And I just think about you all the time. Just because I'm not communicating with you does not mean I'm not thinking about you. I'm constantly thinking about you. I'm constantly wondering about you, constantly wishing I was in contact with you. But my pride is so strong. I've dug myself so deep into a hole, I don't even know where to go from here. So if this person got you alone in a room, they would get very real with you. They would get very real. I think at first they would still be pretty guarded and still come off kind of cold. But as soon as you kind of helped them to loosen up and warm up to the situation, then it would be like they would have a much easier time communicating to you why they are the way they are, why they've treated you the way they've treated you, and how it actually doesn't really have anything to do with you. I mean, you might have played a part in it, but it's more about something that is going on within them. They would explain to you that they have never felt the way that they feel about you with someone else. They would explain to you that this connection terrifies them because it awakens something in them that they don't know if they're ready to face and that they didn't even know existed. This could be a twin flame relationship and connection. But they would explain to you that that scares them, that you make them feel some kind of way, and that they've never actually felt that way with someone else before. So it's very scary for them to have these kind of feelings about you, and it's one of the reasons why they run. This person is less of a runner. You know how it's like fight, flight, freeze, submit? It's like this person like stands up like they're going fight, and then they just freeze. So it's like this person is less of a runner, less of a fighter, more of like a freezer. They freeze, okay? So it's like this person is like kind of just like frozen in time in this cold energy of the King of Swords, but it's because the way you make them feel is so confusing for them because they don't... I was gonna say they don't like it. It's not that they don't like it, but they kind of don't like it. They don't like to feel vulnerable. They don't like to feel connected to someone else because of this situation here. I also just heard it could be the way that they were raised as well. They could have been raised to think that showing feelings or having vulnerabilities with someone else is actually weakness. This person would also admit to you that they have been watching you, that they have been secretly watching you from afar. So if you have them blocked on social media, they very well might have a fake account that they keep an eye on you with. If you have them like, and if they do have you on social media, then they would just tell you like shamelessly, like, I've been watching you, I've been keeping up with you. And if like you see them, if you're in like the same workplace or the same class or whatever, it's like, this is the kind of person that like you look at them and you catch their eye because they were staring at you, but then they look away really quick, and they would admit to you, like if you were alone in a room, they'd be like, yeah, I stare at you all class, you know, or like, yeah, I look at you a lot, you know what I mean? I look at your page a lot, I check your page every day. Yeah. And then here with the Knight of Pentacles, they would make you some sort of solid offer. So they would be like, look, I know I was having a really hard time committing in the past and that I freaked you out when I ghosted you or went cold on you, but that was because of this situation from my past. And now that I've done some healing on that and I've come to... It's almost like when you guys came into connection, you weren't close for too long, and then you got close really fast, and then that really scared them because they had never had that kind of closeness with someone that they had just recently met. So that's like why they left. So now that they can sit with that and understand that like there's got to be something deeper going on here, because I've never actually felt like this with someone else, and maybe I shouldn't be scared of it, maybe I should just embrace it. It's like now that they've sat with that a little bit, they would make you some sort of offer, and they would also apologize for taking so long, because if they've taken a long time to reach out to you or reconnect with you, they would apologize for that. But then they'd be like, they'd set some sort of solid offer, like, can I take you out on a date? Like, what days and time are you available? Like, they would set something up with you in the room before they left. And yeah, and they would just be very happy that their ships were finally coming in with you. They'd be like, finally, like I get them alone, finally face to face alone. And you would feel this way as well too. Like you would feel like a lot of the answers that you were wondering about would be like you'd have answers to a lot of the questions you were wondering, and you would understand this person on a deeper level and they would understand you on a deeper level. And overall, you would just leave this meeting feeling good and feeling like your ships came in, and also with a solid plan to see each other again. All right, let's get some. I want to know, what would they tell pile 2? What would they tell them they like about them? What would they say they like about them? Okay, so there's something about your spirits that really, like the two of you come from a similar star family, or you have similar spirits, similar spirit guides, and they would tell you that they really like your energy. So like say you work with, I don't know, let's say you work with serpent spirits, I work with serpent spirits, you have this kind of like flowing energy about you, this skeptical energy about you, this very protective energy about you, and they would tell you that they like that. So like whatever spirits you are connecting with, working with, whatever guides you are walking with, they would tell you that they enjoy the traits of those guides from which you walk, because they also walk with those guides, but they also appreciate how you're skeptical and how you don't just give your energy to anyone, and how you keep certain people at an arm's length. But they would tell you that like they finally understand and appreciate the fact that like you let them in so quickly and so easily. They realize like that they shouldn't have taken that for granted and kind of abused your trust or walked away from it. So they would tell you that. They would also tell you they really like your face and they really like your body. They would tell you they like that they could see themselves having children with you, because this is Newt, this is the star mother. They really like that they could see themselves building a family, building a strong foundation, and just building with you and having babies with you. And they just really like your body too. They really like your body. They really like your stomach in particular, and I don't want any comments about how I got an ugly stomach, whatever. I don't care. They like it. They like it. They like your shape too, like that like hourglass shape in your stomach. And then here with Sheila Nagig, they like that you're an old soul, and they also like that you have this like very portal like energy to you. I just heard you're so kind. Like the more time they would spend with you, the more they would realize how kind and giving you are, and that would just make their hearts swell, and they would just feel so much love for you. And they would tell you that they just love your kind heart and your giving nature, but also that you're very wise beyond your years. You're good with children. They would tell you they like that about you. And they would also tell you they like your pussy, because like that flower reminds me of like an opening pussy. So like they would tell you that they like your pussy. Okay, so yeah. I just heard perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect pussy for those of you who have them. And then here with Rhiannon and self-trust, they would say, I really like how you always follow your gut. I just saw 1023. I really like how you always follow your gut, and how you don't let anybody sway you from what your gut is telling you, and you don't let anybody sway you from your moral beliefs or tell you that you're wrong or make you feel some kind of way. Like you're not the kind of person that like just because everyone in the room is agreeing with someone, you're not just going to agree with them if you don't actually agree with them. And they like that about you. They really like that about you, because they're like that as well. And what freaky things would they do to group 2? I just felt someone kiss me on my forehead, so I feel like they would kiss you on your forehead. That's really sweet. Really, really sweet. Okay, we have moan in my mouth. So they would be trying to make you moan. I feel like it would start out with like a steamy, hot, passionate makeout session first. And you guys would just be like making out and, you know, like what is it, dry humping and just like touching each other and just like moaning in each other's mouth and just really... Sorry, there's a curtain over there and it just moved as I'm talking and there's no one in here, so that was weird. But so, you know, just really like making out with each other and just enjoying each other, but like really hot and heavy, even though like your clothes are still on and you're like moaning in their mouth. They love your sound. They love your sound. I can't get enough of you. Yeah, they can't get enough of you. You're really beautiful. Touch yourself, so they would just want you to be touching yourself and rubbing yourself, and they would also be wanting to touch you as well, but like while you're making out, like they might... Oh, I just saw a really dirty thing. While you're making out, you might like put your hand down your pants and take it out and like stick it in their mouth. Damn, that's pretty hot. Okay, and then shut up and kiss me already. So like I was saying, they're really picturing like kind of like not sex yet, just like kind of like innocent stuff, like making out, because they don't want to move too fast because they don't want to fuck this shit up. So it's like making out, touching yourself, they're touching you, you're moaning, it's really sexy and hot, but you're not actually undressed yet. And shut up and kiss me, it's like every time you try to talk or pull away, they're like, no, more kissing. And then I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me. Let me show you with my dick. So like I was saying, like this, you mean a lot more to this person. So they're not just trying to have like a quickie and be done. Like they're trying to take their time and they're trying to do a good job and they're trying to, yeah, they're just trying to take their time and do a good job and give to you, in a way that shows you that they care very deeply about you, that they see a future with you, and that they want more from you than just sex. What that mouth do? So they're trying to get oral from you. So like I was saying, like if they got you alone in a room, they'd be like heavy petting and making out, and maybe not sex yet, but definitely possibly oral sex. They'd be trying to convince you, and I just heard no. So like they might like when you tease them. So if you're like, no, not right now, just shut up and kiss me, and then they're just like, ah, and they shut up and kiss you, you know? So yeah, set a boundary. If you're not ready, don't do it. And if you feel like you don't want to, then don't. And also maybe just keep them kind of like at an arm's length until you feel ready, you know? This is hot. One more, or two more, whatever you want. Okay. I'm a slave to your tits, let me bite your nipples. So they're really trying to suck on your boobies, bite your nipples, take care of your titties. Tell me you are mine. This person wants you to be theirs, right? They want something more from you than just sex. They want to be, they want you to be theirs. And we have, can I gag you? You into that? So it's like they're asking, like they're very respectful, but oh, this is a mouth thing. So like if you're making out, they might like grab you by the neck while you're making out. They might stick their fingers in your mouth, like, you know, like touch that dangly thing in the back of my neck, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, can I gag you? You into that? Like I said, I don't think you guys would actually have sex. I think you would do some like heavy petting and making out and just like, you know, really intense. They would try to get oral from you, but I think it would be good if you just tease them and you're like, no, just shut up and fucking kiss me. And then they would just try to gag you like with their hand to see like what that mouth do, so that they can picture it, what it would be like on their dick. All right, let me get you a piece of advice. Advice, please, for group 2. So we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, great advice. And then we have attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it's like, Spirit's just saying, be mindful, enjoy the moment, don't worry about this person, let go of your control issues, let them come to you, and let it fucking happen. Just focus on you, and focus on every moment for exactly what it is. Don't worry about what it could be, what it might be, what it will be, just what is it? What is it right now in this moment? And I saw 1555, so let go of control issues, all right? Okay, group 2, I hope you enjoyed that. I love you so much. Like if you enjoyed, comment if you feel like it and you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it and want to see more from me. I love you so much, and I will see you again sometime soon. All right, I love you. Bye, guys. What's up, group 3? Group 3. Let's get right fucking into this, okay? Let me roll up my sleeves. All right, group 3. Spirit, if group 3's person got them alone in a room, what the fuck would they do? What the fuck would they do if they got them alone in a room? What the fuck would they do? I just heard turn on the charm, baby. It would turn on the charm. Yeah, the Lovers has come out for every pile. I'm wondering if each individual group is dealing with a twin flame. Alright, so you guys could have gotten in an argument. I think the last one I did, group 3, they had gotten in an argument. Okay, so group 3, first of all, your person would apologize for whatever arguments happened between you, and if they weren't feeling like they wanted to apologize, they would definitely try to communicate with you in some way of trying to resolve this energy. I just heard I don't want to fight, I want to fuck, especially with this Devil card coming out and the Lovers. It's like, I just heard I'm stressed, okay? I'm stressed, and you hit a nerve, you triggered me. I took it personally. Maybe it wasn't as personal as I took it, but that's how I took it, and I got triggered because I'm stressed, so I'm sorry for that. So I feel like you guys, if they got you alone in a room, first you guys would have like a really good conversation about whatever happened between the two of you, whatever fight happened between the two of you, and then, oh sorry, low power mode. And then after that, I feel like they would be like, yo, I'm kind of sick of all these dudes coming for you, or all these bitches coming for you. Like, I know you got all these people who are after you, and I kind of don't like it. It makes me feel stressed out, and it makes me feel like combative, like I want to fight, and it makes me feel like things are never going to be good between the two of us because you have all these people who are after you, or perhaps this person has all these people who are after them. Either way, you guys would have a conversation about all of the competition that each of you have with each other, and you would also have a good conversation about whatever fight happened between the two of you, whatever argument, disagreement, or ghosting, whatever. You guys would have an actual decent conversation about that, and it would be good for you guys. I feel like your walls would be up, like you would be really kind of blocking out their energy, and they would communicate to you that they really don't like you in that energy. They really like you much better in a softer, more feminine energy, even though like divine feminine can be ruthless, like Kali. So it's like they just got the other end of the stick. They got the Kali end of the stick when they wanted the like Aphrodite side of the stick, you know what I mean? Like, they wanted something nice and lovely and feminine and soft, and like you do give that to them, and they love you in that energy, but something happened where it got you in your Kali energy, and it got them in their like angry divine masculine testosterone energy, and then the next thing you knew, it was like big fucking fight, man. And so you're like, I just heard once bitten, twice shy, baby. Once bitten, twice shy. So it's like, you don't, like, you got your guard up again. And maybe they worked really hard to like get your guard down. Perhaps they worked like for months, weeks, whatever, to try and get your guard down. And now that whatever happened between the two of you, the fight or whatever, like now that they did this to you, once bitten, twice shy, now your guard is back up. So in this room, they would be attempting to end that cycle of your walls, like shooting back up every time something happens between the two of you. And they would really be trying to let you know the kind of person that they are, and try to make you feel comfortable and try to make you trust them. Very much so. And they'd be really trying to end this cycle of you being mad at them and you like having your walls up towards them and kind of just not fucking with them. They would tell you that it makes them really sad when you kind of go into that Kali energy, or when you get into that like block you out kind of energy. Like, it actually really disturbs them, it hurts their feelings, and it makes them really sad. This person could have water sign placements because they would tell you that was making them kind of emotional. And then they would also tell you that they feel this weird connection to you, but they can't exactly describe it. And also Spirit wants you to know that this fight was put into place for a reason. Like Spirit put this, I just saw 444, okay? So Spirit put this obstacle into place for a reason. I just heard things were moving too fast. They kind of had to slow shit down, but also because there was unhealed wounds that needed to be brought to the surface between both of you. So this fight kind of showed you guys like what needed to be healed between the two of you. But also they would tell you like, I've been having dreams about you, or like, all of a sudden I just feel like I'm having sex with you. You know, like if you're like astrally fucking them or like masturbating, thinking about them, they'd be like, sometimes I'm just like overrun with thoughts of like, fucking the shit out of you, you know what I mean? And then they'd be like, and also you run through my dreams, and also you run through my daydreams, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand how your energy is so all-encompassing, and it feels weird. It's almost like they know that there's some sort of spiritual energy between the two of you, but they can't quite put their finger on it. So it's like, they're like, it's weird, like I just keep having dreams of you. And you're like, meanwhile you're like doing a dream spell and you're like, haha, that is weird, isn't it? You know? And they're just like, yeah, I don't know, like I've never just dreamt about someone like this, you know what I mean? So it's like there's some sort of magic happening between the two of you that they can't quite put their finger on, but they know it's there. They just don't necessarily have the language or spiritual understanding to put a sentence together to describe that to you, but they would try to describe it to you. Yeah, there could be some sort of disconnect in communication here. There could even be a language barrier. There could be just like you could be raised different ways, and so like one way that one of you communicates does not resonate with the way the other communicates. But they would tell you that they have to make a choice, and perhaps that's like, or they would tell you you have to make a choice. Like if you're the one with a bunch of people who you're talking to and they're like, look, you either talk to me or you talk to no one, then they would ask you to make a choice. And if they're the one talking to someone else, then they'd be like, look, like I just need to make a choice. Like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, but I know I want you. Like they would tell you they've never felt this way about someone before, that you make them feel all crazy and weird, but it's amazing and they love it, and they really can't stop thinking about the sex either. If they got you alone in a room, they would tell you all the fucking dirty things that they wanted to do to you, and then they would try to do them to you, definitely if they got you alone in a room. I just heard, I've been waiting so long for alone time with you, I'm not gonna squander it. So they would tell you all the dirty things that they want to do to you, and then they would actually do them to you. Yeah, so you guys don't have a communication problem there, where that lies. But yeah, so they would just tell you like, I've never really felt this way and I don't understand it. I don't know how to put words to it. I like it, but I don't at the same time. It scares me, but I'm also excited. So that's really cute. But yeah, they would definitely be trying to do that. Okay, so what would they tell group 3 that they like about them? They tell group 3 that they like about them. Oh shit. Okay, so they would say, like I was saying, I can't describe it, but you feel like home. You feel like home to me. This person also feels as though they could create a home with you. Here with the commitment card and the home card, it's like they feel like they could build something with you. They feel like they could have a happy home with you. Also, your eyes, like look at, I always think of her eyes and her eyebrows are so beautiful. It's like from here, like this, that gets them. So like whenever they're just like staring straight into your eyes and they see that beautiful gaze over your eyebrows, it's like that really gets to them, and they would tell you they really love your eyes. Your eyes are really beautiful, but your stare is very beautiful, and they would tell you when you look at me, I know you're fucking me in your head, and you'd be like, yeah, you know? But yeah, and they would also tell you that they don't really want to see you with anyone else, but we already knew that, right? With this fight card, they don't want to see you with anyone else. They really just want to commit to you, but they appreciate your commitment to yourself as well. So perhaps when you guys did get in the fight, you kind of stood in your power and didn't allow it to shake you or move you. You didn't come and apologize, even if they maybe felt like you should apologize to them. You were like, nah, like, I'm good. And you waited for them to come to you. But they would tell you they really like that about you, how you stand in your power. And then here with Athena's strategy, they would tell you that it's like they love how giving you are. Remember how I was saying like you can be very soft and feminine and very giving, but they also really like how you take that away. Like, there's something masochistic about that. Like, they like how you take that away. They like how you have strategy of, like, you only get this energy from me when you respect me enough to deserve it, you know? And that would be very, like, they really like that about you, but it's like they really like that push-pull where it's like they can't tell. It's exciting. It's exciting when they can't tell if you're done with them forever or if you'll ever let them back in, you know what I mean? So they would tell you that kind of keeps them guessing. They would tell you they really like how creative you are, and also that they like your hair, they like your face, they just like you. They like to spend time outside with you. If you guys do stuff outside where you go on like hikes or walks or you go to the beach or whatever, like they really like spending that time out in nature with you, and they also feel like they could see themselves having children here with you with this commitment card, as well as the Gaia, the Mother Earth card. They could see you as the mother of their children and somebody that they could spend the rest of their life with. Yeah, so that's what they like about you. And they also really like how sexual you are here with this release card, and how old you are. You have a very old, like, very almost like ancient kind of energy about you, and those energies are usually the most freaky, right? So with this release, I always think of like a sexual release, and they just think you're so fucking sexually attractive. Like, they're just find you to be so magnetic. You have so much like sexual power. You have so much of this ancient, it's like you're like this Mayan, like this Ixchel, this ancient Mayan goddess. It's like that pulls, it terrifies them, but it pulls them in and it makes their dick real hard. It makes them just want to fuck the shit out of you, man. Like, your sexual energy is like off the fucking charts, and they would tell you that. All right, what dirty things would they do? Sure, I will lick your toes. I'll try anything once. So either you like feet or they like feet, and they're like, yeah, I just like you. Stick your fucking foot in my mouth. You know what I mean? Or this person really likes feet, and they'd be like, I just saw the funniest conversation in my head. They'd be like, hey, you feel like taking your shoes off? And you're like, yeah, I guess, sure, I'll take a load off. And then they're like, you feel like taking your socks off? And you're like, no. And they're like, can you please take your socks off? I don't mean to laugh, it's so funny. I just felt like teary, so this person might be really self-conscious of their foot fetish, so just be nice if they try to do some feet shit with you, because they're a little self-conscious, but they definitely like your feet. And they're trying to be like nonchalant. That's kind of this person's MO. It's like they're the kind of person that's like, wouldn't it be so funny if we went out on a date? Or would you? You know what I mean? Like, they're a little insecure, so they're like, wouldn't it be so funny if you just like took your socks off right now? Maybe you should, you know? Like, they're going to pose everything. They're going to gauge your energy because they're insecure and they don't want to be rejected. Oh my god. And then we have I need your love, and then on top we have tell me you love me too. So it's like they're having these really strong feelings for you, and they're feeling like they need you, and they want to be with you, but they want to know that you want to be with them as well. And then we have I want to choke you because I know you like it. So it's like it would get freaky up in here. It would get freaky up in a room that you guys were in together by yourselves. They would definitely try to be dominant, but your energy is so like old that I feel like they would dominate, and then you would dominate, and they would like be like, yes, like dominate me, and then they'd like take over the dominating, and then it's like your energy would go crazy again and you'd go back to dominating them. And then we have you're so beautiful, it's actually really intimidating. So that's really sweet. So I just saw that, like, I saw the eyes again. So it's like when they see this part of your face, like perhaps you work in an area where sometimes they just see this. And it's like, you might think like, that's funny, it's just my little eyes peering. But to them, they're like, oh my God, you're so fucking beautiful. It's actually really intimidating. So like, I just pictured a person too, like, so like if you look at this person and they're straight up just looking at you like, they're literally just thinking like, you're so beautiful. Every time you make eye contact with this person and their mouth is open, it's because they think you're so beautiful and they can't even process it. Tell me anything, honestly, talk to me, baby. Oh, and then you make me nervous. You're too pretty, right? Like, they don't know how to act around you because you're just too fucking pretty. And then tell me anything, honestly, talk to me, baby. Like, they're tired of this fight. They want to communicate. They want you back. They want to talk to you. They miss you. They want you. They just don't really know what to do. Okay, a couple more. This ended up not being so quick of a reading. Okay. It's just hard. Be as loud as you want. Okay, so this person really likes your voice. I just heard, I don't like they might not generally like, if this is like somebody who's interested in females, they might not generally like the sound of female voices. If this is someone who's interested in men, they might not generally like the sound of like men voices. So like they might not like, as far as singing goes or like whatever, they just might not generally like the sound of a certain pitch, you know, like a certain pitch, but they like yours. They really like yours, and they want you to be as loud as you want because they want to know that what they're doing is good, you know? And then we have, I can't get enough of you. So I feel like this would just be so hot and heavy and like moving really fast and like so chaotic and like, and like you're dominant and then they're dominant and like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I think group 3 was fucking crazy last time too. And then we have, let me tie you up. So it's like they want to tie you up so they can dominate you because your dominant energy keeps bursting out and they're like a bit more submissive, so they want to tie you up so they can have that. One more. This is just so fun. Then we have, let me take care of your body. I'll be the best you ever had, I promise. So this person really has something to prove. Like they're wanting to prove something to you when you are together alone in this room. Advice. So what did I say? Y'all might be going to the beach or shit. Yeah. So this person, like I said, they enjoy spending time with you outside. So the best way for you guys to reconnect appropriately and seamlessly would be to get out to the water, get out to the ocean, get out to like on a hike, like go somewhere out in nature, because both of your energies get more grounded and they flow more easily when you're out in nature. And Spirit's also saying give your relationship a chance, like work on your partnership. So this is something that will be good for you to work on. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So Spirit's basically saying like it's not going to be an easy connection, but it's going to be worth it. And you just have to put in the effort and just give this relationship a chance. If you were like, I'm never talking to them again, Spirit's like, maybe one more chance. But make sure that you get out to the water and that you get outside and that that's where you communicate most effectively, is when you guys can be alone and in nature, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, group 3. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, and God source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. And we ask that any portals that were open for this reading now be closed. Amen. Rashi, namaste. By the power of 3, so mote it be, always works, always a blessing. Alright guys, like if you enjoyed, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it and you like me. I love you so much, and I will see you again sometime soon. Alright, I love you. Bye.